Traders want more data so that they can perform more rigorous analysis and research and get prepared for the price action that's coming in the future. Now, as you can see here, we're looking at a daily chart of the euro US dollar, and we have all of this price information in front of us. If we wished, we could click the All button, and now we will go all the way back to 1971 and see its current price today. There is so much history, so many stories, all on this singular chart. Keep in mind, you can see this dinosaur icon here, which is essentially notifying us that it's the very beginning of the data set. So we always know that for this specific data set, well, we see the dinosaur, now we know essentially where it starts from. Every asset and symbol, depending on its exchange or brokerage, is going to have a different data source and thus starting point. So it's really important that you know where your data is coming from, and you can always check that by looking at the exchange or brokerage whereby the data is coming from. Now, this does take us to a very important topic, which is, let's say we went to a 1 minute chart of the euro US dollar. Well, now, because we're on a candlestick chart, every single candle represents 1 full minute of trading. Well, can we still go back to 1971 on a 1 minute chart? So this is where this topic gets very important, because depending on the paid TradingView plan that you have, you are granted specific access to this intraday trading activity. In fact, there is going to be a limit on the number of intraday bars or candles that you can access. And there's a reason for that. As you can see, we are scrolling back in time and the chart is instantly loading these 1 minute candles for us. Pay attention though, by the way, to all of the data that we are going through at this granular 1 minute level. This is not easy data to come by, and in fact, it can't go back that far without requiring too many resources, and thus, depending on the plan that you have, it is going to stop at a certain point. In this case, we are recording from the TradingView account, and as you can see, we have 40,000 bars that we can access on this intraday chart. Everyone's TradingView plan offers different limits when you're on these intraday charts. So a very important point here is keep in mind that we were on a daily chart when we started this video, and we could go all the way back to 1971, or a weekly chart. These bigger time frame charts will gladly show you the full price history. But once you get into intraday, 1 minute, 5 minute, 30 minute, there is going to be a bar, or in this case, candlestick limit. We have 40,000 bars on this 1 minute chart that we can access before we essentially hit this caution sign or this stop sign. We can't go beyond this point. Keep in mind, by the way, that 40,000 bars is quite a bit in this use case. That is 40,000 minutes of data that we just sorted through. This is a ton of data on a 1 minute time frame for someone to do rigorous research if they need to do it, going all the way back to April. And by the way, we are recording this video in June. So this is a lot of 1 minute data. Now, we are going to head over to our TradingView Help Center, because it's very important that you know you can also get an explanation about this topic directly in our Help Center. And this is all about historical data length. And essentially, this page walks you through the limits for the different bars and data that you have depending on the plan that you purchase. So for example, if you are on an Essential or Plus account, you will get 10,000 bars. If you are on a Premium plan, you will get 20,000 bars. So this is very important so that you know exactly what you're getting access to. If you are a professional and you have one of the higher tiered plans like Expert, you get 25,000 bars. If you are an Elite, you get 30,000 bars. And if you are an Ultimate, you get 40,000 bars. So actually, what you just saw is an Ultimate plan getting 40,000 bars. Now, if we head over to the actual pricing page for TradingView, so here we are, you can also see that the data is very clearly presented to you. Essential plan gets 10,000 historical bars. A Plus plan gets 10,000 historical bars. A Premium plan gets 20,000 historical bars. So depending on the plan you have is the amount of data that you're going to get. Now keep in mind, if you are just a signed up member without a paid plan, you get 5,000 bars. So this is very important so that you know whenever you hit this caution sign, stop sign, you know exactly why, because it depends on the plan that you have. Now, let's talk about some use cases for this data as well. Well, if you utilize the strategy tester, this is going to be rather important because what you can do in this example is you can utilize those 40,000 bars to backtest that strategy over all of this time. So recall earlier in the video, we scrolled back on this 1 minute chart. And as you can see here, we're all the way back in April. And we just loaded up a strategy onto the chart to see how it would perform over all of these 1 minute bars. And check it out. We have our strategy tester right here, and it is now showing us this strategy over all of this time. Now, keep in mind, if you have a different plan that has less bars, well, you're obviously not going to be able to see your strategy tester test all of this information over the same time frame as us. It's going to come down to how many bars you have. So if you're on Essential, you're going to be able to test over 10,000 historical bars. Same with Plus. If you're on Premium, you're going to be able to test over exactly 20,000 bars. So this is very important. This also applies to people who are using PineScript because you may want to utilize your PineScript over many bars on a specific intraday chart, or perhaps you want to use specific data. Well, make sure you know what your plan is so that you can implement your PineScript that you code yourself exactly how you need depending on the plan you have. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this video is an introduction to the concept of bars, how many bars you have access to, how to think about this from a trader perspective, and also how to get more. Because naturally, you can always just buy the plan of your choice to get more bars. Now, if you're probably watching this video, you probably see why it's so important to get those 20,000 bars, or at least to have 10,000. But the key here is that now you know. And if you want to backtest, if you want to see the granular data going back a long period of time, well, this video just showed you how to get it, why it matters, and where to get started. So we hope this video helps you, and make sure you ask questions in the comments below, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or check out our Help Center for more.